Reality is the underlying foundation upon which all experiences are built. It's what all thoughts, feelings, and events rest on the ground that stays the same, even when everything else changes. Perception acts as a filter, shaping our experience of reality. It changes how we experience reality not by altering reality itself, but by shaping how we see it. Perception is a subjective interpretation, not a direct representation of reality. It's how we interpret reality, not how reality actually is. We don't see things exactly as they are.
Perception is the lens through which individuals view and interpret the world. Beliefs and biases act as filters, altering the perceived reality. These filters can distort objective reality, influencing emotional responses and understanding.
Perceptions are shaped by the complex interplay of sensory input, cognitive processes, and emotional states. It's shaped by a mix of things: our senses, our thoughts, and how we feel in the moment, what we notice, how we interpret it, and how we react emotionally. All of it works together to create the way we see the world. Sensory input, thoughts, and emotions all act as filters. Differences in how we see things show that perception is personal. This subjectivity highlights that what we see is not a perfect truth, but an interpretation unique to each observer. Perception is like a mirror. In a small room it reflects, but only what's around it. Just as a mirror can only capture fragments of a scene, our perception is constrained by biological, cognitive, and environmental limits. The reflection is not an accurate representation of reality, but is altered by individual beliefs. Biases further shape the perceived image, leading to a subjective interpretation of the external world.
Moods function as psychological filters, subtly tinting our interpretation of reality. Like a lens that warps light, emotions such as joy, sadness, or anxiety shape what we notice, remember, and emphasize in our surroundings. A cheerful mind may overlook flaws, while a distressed one might magnify them, proving that perception is not a fixed image, but an ever-shifting projection molded by inner states. This interplay between emotion and cognition reveals that reality, as we experience it, is deeply personal and malleable. Fears and hopes act as powerful psychological lenses, bending perception to their will. Fear sharpens shadows, turning ambiguity into threat, while hope softens edges, painting obstacles as surmountable. Together, they form a dual filter, one that can either distort or clarify, depending on which dominates the mind.
Experience is not an objective truth, but a subjective interpretation. The individual mind shapes reality, imprinting its unique form onto sensory inputs. Subjectivity transforms external stimuli into personalized experiences. Stories can provide comfort and meaning, serving as a source of healing. However, stories can also act as traps, restricting our perception of reality. Stories simultaneously offer solace and limit our understanding of the world. Stories can create a false sense of reality, blurring the line between truth and illusion. The persuasive power of narratives can make falsehoods feel true, influencing perception. Illusions crafted by stories can obscure the underlying reality, leading to misinterpretations. A story can be visualized as a distinct form, emerging from a background of silence. The story's defined shape contrasts with the boundless nature of the self. The story is a structured narrative, separate from the vast and undefined self. Mistaking the story for the self obscures the awareness of one's true nature. The narrative identity acts as a veil, concealing the boundless essence of being. Forgetting the vastness results from identifying solely with the limited confines of personal history. A mirror with no reflection shows reality breaking its usual rules. The pulsing light within the mirror represents the wordless real, an unmediated state of existence.